Oh my God, I was talking to myself. I forgot I muted my mic. I have to start all over again. Lord. But yeah, I did more. I added more. I'm just repeating myself. Oh my God, Belle, move. I built, it's like an entryway that you can come in and out through the water. And most of this glass is not going to be here. But I haven't decided on the design. And then this entryway goes to, of course, the platform with the gold pyramids. And then, oops, on that side will be a platform with diamond pyramids. And so I'll have this same opening or similar to it on that side. So everything I do, I have to remember it has to incorporate both sides. So it has to be even. Did I open the right amount or too much? Yeah, I did it too much, I think. No, I did it right. And then I haven't decided on the design of the floors, but this is how I do the designing for my sky platforms. I don't have anything pre-figured out, the colors, nothing. I just go throw lines, throw diagonals, and then I start seeing colors and shapes just form inside my head. So it's going to include a lot of triangles, but I'm going to do the other entryway to make sure they're both finalized so it'll be even, and so I won't do stuff that I end up having to redestroy and redo because one thing's a little bit off. But most likely I'll do the doorway and then I'll do more angles, but I want it to be visually like it'll shift depending on where you come in and where you're moving. Like you can see it looks cool from here. So I want it where not much of it's blocked, but it's visually stimulating. So I haven't decided. It'll just form in my head. And I messed this all up, but I'll fix it later when I'm not talking. And then I started finishing the ceiling here and the back wall. I want to, but I'm just leaving it for now. I have to be in the mood for it. Everything I have to be in the mood for. But I actually want to pull this all the way back, and then I'd have to rebuild the ceiling. Pull this all the way back, lift it up. Just leave this square smaller. Yeah, I'm going to bring it all the way up since everything else is all the way up because it's like in the way. Seeing it from here, I don't like it. And so this side will be another platform with 2 diamond pyramids to match the gold pyramids. And then finishing the floor. Oh, yeah, I need to finish the floor for that part. So I started working on it. So I decided on purple and gold. So this is going to be the pattern for the floor. I need to finish it. And then this other pattern, I don't know if I'm going to use it. I still like it. It's really busy. So I was like, that might be a lot for the floor. I didn't want it to be too much. And then I decided just to keep the wall not so busy, since the floor is busy with that, and then the ceiling's busy. And then I need to finish the back wall. I'm putting XO. And then this is the part of the design I decided for the ceiling like early this morning. And if you look closely, it looks like the infinity sign. So that's incorporated in there. infinity with the lights, with the purple and the gold. Yeah, I wanted purple. And I was like, I like the purple and the gold. And I still need to... Oh, and it was weird how it worked out. Like, I don't decide. I just throw lights and colors, and they tell me how to... why channel, or I don't know. All these ideas come from nowhere instantly. And even the spacing and stuff happens by chance. Like the ceiling ended up having a T on each side. I'm going all the way down the other side, and then the T. The way they had me throw down the colors, it was like it was done on purpose. So it's XO. I have to figure out the spacing so it doesn't look ugly. So it's going to be a O, and I think it's going to be another X and an O and an X. I think. I don't know. But yeah, I like the ceiling. I had wanted it on the back wall, but oh my God. There's no, I couldn't do it with the glass. How it only goes up, down. So it wouldn't have worked. So I was like, I have to throw it on the ceiling or throw it on the floor. And if I throw it on the ceiling, it's not totally even. And that's when I decided to use this for the floor. So it'd be very visually stimulating from the outside. But I have to decide on the parts that are not even, or another pattern that goes with all of this. So I still need to decide that. And I don't know, I could do that. That's really busy. All of that. I don't know. It might look good. I don't know. Or I'll... whatever. And then that's for this part. But outside, under, that part of the water, I'm just going to build under the lime glass, like I did for that part of the floor with the red, where you can see it from above. So it'll probably be gold and purple in lines, or maybe like a light purple and a dark purple. I don't know. I haven't decided which way. Probably be light purple and dark purple. Because there's I'm using the gold as the diagonals, which I like. Like I did, yeah, and like the diagonals, I want to keep it consistent. I can't have gold on gold. And then I widened this, and I did a little bit of just looking from the tunnel, from the other edge where the diamond comes out. I want to make a trail, like a pathway, to come back around, full circle. Like the struggles in your life, you end up trying to figure out who you are, what you are, what's important. And you struggle. And truthfully, it takes you right back where you started. And the universe wants you to live. Why is that tree like? Simply, just to live. That's it. To live, have joy in everything. Don't be so serious. Don't be an asshole. Just live and not hurt yourself and other people, but discover yourself. Be childlike. That's when you become too serious, overthinking everything. You make life miserable and complicated when you're focusing on, it's just the money, the car, the house, instead of that really badass cupcake that didn't cost that much, but you had the right ingredients and the right temperature. instead of living in excess when it's just more burdens. You don't realize it. All those extra choices, you don't notice you get like overwhelmed. And sometimes there's so many choices you become stagnant because you don't want to make a bad choice. Because you've overcomplicated everything. Because you wanted everything. When that's not what you're supposed to. You're supposed to actually simplify your life. We're the ones that make it complicated with all the backwards ideology and programming, and how I say like with the karma. When you're thinking you're in karma because you don't have all this money, you don't have all this notoriety, you don't have that girl, when in actuality, that girl would have destroyed your life. You would have been miserable trying to make all that fucking money for pieces of shit people that would have never appreciated it and probably taken advantage of you, used you, got you caught up in some bullshit. When the true pleasure is the simple things. You were already there. Then you let people program you, convince you that you're the one in karma because you don't have the $1 million. When that motherfucker who has $1 million is so like unsatisfied because overindulged in everything, adrenaline rush, got himself used to it, now it needs a lot of everything, is fucking miserable. Like chasing happiness. Non-stop chasing happiness. It's never ending. Never ending. They'll get one thing, they need another thing. It's just like for a moment. It's fleeting. That's misery. That is misery. Instead of being in a state where like, you sat down, you're like, that's heaven. No one's fucking bugging the shit out of me. That's heaven. Instead of having a fucking entourage where all this drama and someone needs money and someone's all the craziness. Like I've been there, done that, seen it all. You think you're living it up. And then you look at everybody else. Oh, poor them. They don't have. After a while, you realize that is not happiness when you have to watch your back all the time. You don't know if someone's actually your friend. You don't know if they're trying to steal from you, talking shit behind your back. You don't know if they're fucking your boyfriend and stealing and backstabbing and theft and then the drugs. Then worried about the police. And then getting caught up with like, you're not with healthy people. Half of them are like really fucked up into some shit, and then like getting caught up for like someone gives you something or sells you something, and then you get caught up and the police find out and that item was stolen, and then you're fucking getting money to get a lawyer for something you didn't know about. Then always needing, like, if you don't have craziness, like, you get bored. Then you can't stand yourself. So you need people around you. You need drugs. You need this. You need that. You need to travel. You need to have it loud. It can never be quiet. You can never have actual peace. That's misery. But they got so used to it, and it's just chaos. And if it isn't chaos, they can't stand it. So, like, you're in heaven when you could sit down, and that's heaven. Because it's quiet, that's heaven. You don't have someone screaming in your ear or asking for money or whining about their shit or bringing you drama or STDs. Because if the one person in the crew gets a STD, everybody gets a fucking STD. You're the one in heaven when you just can enjoy almost every little thing in your life. That good ass show you just found, that you can sit there. And that's like better than crack. You just fucking sit there binge watching. You don't have to go to rehab afterwards. You don't have to worry about the police. You can actually sit there and enjoy it without needing to spend a lot of money on drugs and alcohol and expensive food, and because the people you're with or the chick you're with needs this and that, and to me, that's misery. I'm sorry. That is not fun. And after a while, you get burnt out. It tears you up mentally, physically. It tears you up, especially as like each year progresses. It's like you can't handle it. You can't. And eventually, everybody always gets to a point. If they're not fucking dead or in jail, they get to a point like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I need to get the fuck away from these people. But by then, you've trashed your vessel. You're a little bit cuckoo crazy. You feel like shit. You're withdrawing from people, not just drugs, from people, all the drama, even though you know it's not good for you. You just answer, you're like, oh my God. Like, you know that person's bad for you. You're like, fuck. Like, you're like, fuck. Like, in your mind, you know, like, I should not call them. I should not be around them. But then it's like your body's like, oh, fuck. Like, you crave it. Like a drug. It's like stupid. Like, someone tells you, like I say, you get tired of it. But afterwards, you've already fucked over your body. You wasted years of your life with people that didn't deserve your fucking time. That you didn't even trust. That were using you. Fucking you over. You'll find out later how awful they were, and you had no fucking clue. No clue. That they did that to you. But you see them fuck over other people. But you didn't think they would do that to you. They do that to everybody. Oh shoot. What was I talking about? Wait. What was I doing with that room? What did I do with that room? I cleaned up the edges inside the room. What else did I do? Did I finish? Mention this right. Yeah, I finished this with the fire. I should have done that here, but I was like, I don't have to. It still looks good. So I finished this part with the water to match the whole theme, water and fire. What else did I do? So I'm leaving the floor like this, but I am, like I said, with the purple and gold, under here, under the free water, it'll be designed. But this is just staying like this, but I still have to do the design under it. So when you look from above the water, it'll be something interesting. Let me see, and I was trying to figure out, should I put a design on this floor? And I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know for sure. But I will be doing I still need to do a design under the floor for outside in the water. I still need to finish that. So I had been digging under here to clear it out. And I was like, nobody wants to watch me dig. Oh, it looks cute from here. Looks like a fucking house. You wanna come on in? And then I finished, was it the ceiling? I can't remember. I keep doing piece by piece. And then I finished this wall. So that was the final design. It took me a bit of time just for that piece. I kept trying to figure out the design. I wasn't satisfied, and I kept switching things around because I didn't want it to be boring, but I didn't want it to be messy. Okay, what else did I do? Trying to think. And I could talk about. I don't know why this room is kind of giving me a headache, or maybe it's the headset. I don't like to wear headsets. Oh, and then I have to read. I'm like, should I just build the floor while I'm talking? Not that hard. Oh, and then yeah, I want to build structures here. I haven't decided how it's going to look. And then to come out of the cave from here, I still think it looks cool. Like, it's visually, it's cool as shit. Like, you're traveling. Like, you're going to make it somewhere, like, amazing. Like, just wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I haven't decided how it's going to look, how the tunnel's going to look from down here, and then the structures up here. I just know they're going to be built. That's all I know. I just don't know how they're going to look until it's time, I guess. And then so I dug more here. I still haven't decided on the design for this part of the ceiling. And I guess I'll be transferring this design to that part of the wall. I just haven't decided on the ceiling. So I'm going to have to bring all that pattern all the way down there. But I was debating, should I stop here? Because I don't want to go over this part. I kind of do, kind of don't. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably need to, after I finish, like, come to here. I'll break this down and then look from above to make a. I need to actually break some of this too. Break this part so I can see and make a final decision. Because it is part of this, though. But it's invading into that. So I don't know. I think the pattern looks good. If it was a guy, I'd say it's girly. I don't care. But, and I also, like, I have more ideas. I want to build another, I don't know if it's a platform, but I want to build a huge ass log cabin. A huge log cabin. I want to try it out. Since I just do girly stuff, apparently. But I haven't decided where either yet. But I do. That's another goal, to build a huge log cabin. I don't know if I should try to, like, build a huge thing with exotic on it, or my insignia or whatever. I was thinking about that. Okay. Should I start reading this stuff? I was already talking about it, and I had my stuff muted. I'm a little annoyed with myself. Yeah, I had gotten this download like, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And I should have did a video as soon as I got it, but I didn't. So I did write it down. But it does go along together with why it's important to forgive. And it even goes into more detail how it works, the mechanics of it. And what they described to me was like your energy field. It's sort of like you're your own solar system, and outside the solar system, like there's all around like asteroids. But this is your energy field. When you're healthy and you're balanced, it works a similar way like the ozone layer. Like the energy from the sun and the energy field of the earth actually designs the protection, the magnetic field, and the ozone layer. And when you're healthy, it branches out further out and it keeps the entities further out. But when you're imbalanced and you're sick, that energy field shrinks and the entities can actually influence you and cause harm and make you sicker. They sit there and wait. They don't go anywhere. They sit there and wait. That's why when you do like cleansing, or if you're someone that actually somehow ended up mingling with some entities or doing magic, getting attachments, having addictions, and then you do a cleansing, you heal yourself, you heal your energy field. Those entities, they're still there, but they're all on the outside waiting for your energy and your protection to shrink down so they can feed and influence you. But I call it the Oort cloud or the ozone layer. And these entities, these energies, if you're at a higher level, a higher energy frequency, you've done work on yourself, these beings are at a higher level also. And they just sit on the edge, waiting. And that, your energy, your field, I would call that your house. And your house is the safest place for you. But when you sit there and start focusing on other people, you're going to their house. And the thing is, just say it's the same for you if they come to your house. These people on purpose that actually do magic or whatever, they know by keeping you focused on them, you're going to their house. They have access to you. They have access to your energy field because you're invading their space. Even though they triggered you, make you think, be paranoid that they're doing stuff to you, even though like they're not at that moment, they're keeping you there. Because you're invading their space energetically, they're allowed to manipulate you without you even knowing. And it works vice versa. These people, they become very obsessed, focused on you. They end up coming to your house. But what they do is they sit on the outer edge of your energy field or your Oort cloud, and just like I said, that's your house. They're sitting on in a area of your house that you don't go and visit, and they're squatting. They reached a back door, a room you don't want to go in, a part of yourself that you didn't resolve, a part of yourself you feel insecure about, or area you don't even know you have an issue. It's in the background, and they can actually almost like program your energy, diddle with your stuff. Almost like mind control you without you even knowing, influencing you to think a certain way, influencing you to manifest negative shit in your life, influencing you to sabotage yourself. And like all magic or even intentions, it's stronger, it works better when you've invested more energy in it, more focus in it. Like certain spells, or medallions, they're expensive because it forces, and they work better because it forces you to focus on it, invest your time in it, to make the money for it. You're thinking about it to get the money, to go purchase it, to go find it. So you could spend like hours and weeks, and that's magic. All of it is just to get you to focus, investing energy in it, and that's all it is. So these people obsess over you, nonstop thinking about you. So they're sitting in your house, squatting. So they strengthen their magic with their intention and their focus. But it also works negative for you when you're over there focusing on them, sitting in their house. They have access to you. But it's vice versa too. But you don't know it. They're sitting in your house, invading your space. That means you have access to them. And they're there, depending how obsessed they are, more than 20 hours a day, sitting in your house, squatting. And you can use that against them. You can actually program them, since many of them are energy harvesting, sampling your energy, mimicking. You can program your energy to influence and manipulate them. But you can't do it in a shitty way, because you will give yourself karma. You can do it in a defensive, balanced way. And I always say, when you do any of your work, you always ask assistance from your higher self, your spiritual battle team, or the universe, true source, to make sure you're always in balance so you don't give yourself karma or you don't do anything unjust. And another key factor to make this work even better for you and to help the universe work with you and karma is when every decision you make is for the greater good. When you reword your intention or design it, even though it's to help you, you design it where it helps everybody. Then you get favoritism from the universe. You get favoritism for karma. They give you extra assistance because the universe is designed to keep everything in balance or put everything back in balance. But when you make the universe's job easier, you get bonuses. You get help. And then when you make minor mistakes, you don't have massive karma or drawbacks. So like for me, everything I always do, I always state that I always do it for myself, me and mine, like my family, my friends, my content, my platform, anything connected to me, my family, my friends, our property or animals. And I do it for others that are verified by my spiritual battle team. And that it's always for the greater good of all, to promote life and balance only, so I don't overstep and cause harm to myself and draw negative to myself. So always make sure there's always fail-safes. And so a lot of stuff, you design it to make sure it works. It's strengthened. You get assistance. You do it for the greater good. So something you need, you move it around, not in a selfish way where it helps everybody. So for me, it's so, like my content, it's supposed to be to bring balance. It's supposed to help people. It's supposed to uplift everyone, change the frequency, bringing everybody to a better place.